When you embrace belief in possibility, you unlock your own power. You begin to realize that the only limitations in life are the ones you impose on yourself. The possibilities are limitless, but they require you to take the first step, to believe that they exist, and to trust that with effort and perseverance, you can achieve them. This belief will push you to go further, to rise higher, and to pursue your dreams with an intensity and conviction that will carry you through even the toughest of times. In terms of money, biologically, and spiritually, and financially. It is important to remember that the world will often try to convince you that what you believe in is impossible, that the odds are stacked against you, and that failure is inevitable. But you must hold steadfast to your belief that possibility exists. You must refuse to accept the idea that something is out of your reach just because it hasn't been done before. As long as you maintain belief in possibility, you are always one step away from turning your dreams into reality. Overcoming obstacles is not just a skill, it is an essential part of the human experience. Life, by its very nature, is full of challenges and barriers. Whether personal, professional, or even spiritual, obstacles will inevitably arise, sometimes in ways that seem insurmountable. However, the ability to overcome these obstacles is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Overcoming obstacles is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the strength, resilience, and mindset to push through them and emerge stronger. The first step in overcoming any obstacle is recognizing that it is not the obstacle itself that determines your future. It is how you respond to it. Obstacles are a natural part of the journey. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has faced setbacks, difficulties, and roadblocks. What defines their success is not that they never encountered obstacles, but that they chose to face them with determination, creativity, and resilience. When we encounter an obstacle, the natural response is often to feel defeated, discouraged, or even hopeless. The path forward may seem unclear, and the effort to overcome the challenge may feel overwhelming. However, it is at these moments that your mindset becomes crucial. The greatest victories in life often come from moments where it feels like everything is working against you. But it is in those moments of struggle that you have the greatest opportunity for growth. The key to overcoming obstacles is understanding that every challenge you face carries with it the seed of growth and learning. When you encounter an obstacle, it's important to shift your perspective and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of seeing the obstacle as a wall that blocks your path, view it as a door to new insights, skills, and capabilities. When you approach challenges with a mindset of learning, you begin to see solutions that you otherwise might overlook. A significant part of overcoming obstacles is having the patience and persistence to keep going. The journey to success is rarely straightforward. Most people give up just short of their breakthrough, not realizing that they were only one step away from finding a solution. It's easy to feel like quitting when faced with difficulties, but it's crucial to keep pushing forward. Every time you push through an obstacle, you build your inner strength, and the obstacle loses its power over you. Another critical element in overcoming obstacles is adaptability. Life does not always unfold according to plan. Circumstances change, priorities shift, and the unexpected happens. The unexpected happens. The ability to adapt, to pivot when necessary, and to adjust your strategies is essential in overcoming any challenge. Flexibility allows you to view your obstacle from different angles and discover new ways to approach the problem. The more adaptable you are, the more resilient you become. Now, at times, overcoming obstacles also requires a deep sense of faith. Faith in yourself, in your abilities, and in the belief that you can and will find a way. It's easy to get discouraged when progress is slow or when results don't come as quickly as you would like. But the faith that the effort will eventually pay off is what keeps you going. Faith is what allows you to take the next step even when you cannot see the entire staircase. It's trusting that despite the difficulty, you are moving closer to your goal. After all, there's nothing in the church. An important aspect of overcoming obstacles is recognizing that you don't have to face them alone. While it may feel like the world is working against you, often there are people who can help you along the way. Reaching out for support, whether through mentors, friends, or colleagues, can provide the encouragement and guidance needed to move past the toughest challenges. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. It's a recognition of the value of collaboration and shared wisdom. Sometimes the obstacles we face are external. Situations beyond our control, such as a difficult economic environment, health issues, or family challenges. However, many of the most significant obstacles are internal. These are the limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts we carry within ourselves. We may tell ourselves that we are not capable, that we don't have the resources, or that the obstacle is simply too big to overcome. Overcoming these internal obstacles is often the first step in overcoming external ones. It requires confronting your own self-doubt and replacing it with confidence, resilience, and a belief in your own strength. Overcoming obstacles requires a mindset shift. It's not about seeing obstacles as problems, but as opportunities. When you adopt the belief that every obstacle is a chance to grow, you take away the power it holds over you. Rather than viewing difficulties as something to fear, you begin to see them as stepping stones on your journey. Each challenge is a rung on the ladder to success. As you continue to face obstacles in life, it's important to remember that overcoming them is not a one-time achievement. It is an ongoing process. The challenges you face today will be different from those you face tomorrow. But each time you overcome one, you become stronger and more capable. The mindset that allows you to push past obstacles is one of perseverance, adaptability, and unwavering belief in your ability to succeed. With this mindset, no obstacle is too great and no challenge too difficult to overcome. Overcoming obstacles is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the mental toughness and resilience to face them head on. The path to success is filled with challenges, but with the right mindset, those challenges become the fuel that propels you toward your goals. Resilience is one of the most powerful qualities a person can develop. It is the ability to bounce back, to recover from setbacks, and to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, because challenges are a part of life, but about how you respond when difficulties inevitably arise. Life will throw curveballs. Things will not always go according to plan, and you will face disappointments, failures, and obstacles along the way. However, resilience is the key that allows you to persist, adapt, and grow despite these challenges. The foundation of resilience is a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. It is the belief that no matter how difficult the situation may be, you are capable of overcoming it. Resilience begins with the understanding that failure is not the end, it's simply a part of the journey. Many of the world's most successful people have faced significant failures. But what set them apart was their ability to pick themselves up, learn from their experiences, and continue moving forward. They saw failure not as a reflection of their worth or ability, but as a stepping stone towards success. One of the most important aspects of resilience is emotional strength. When adversity strikes, it is natural to feel disappointment, sadness, or frustration. However, resilient individuals understand that these emotions, while valid, do not have to dictate their actions. Resilience doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means acknowledging them and then choosing not to let them control you. It means understanding that emotions, like everything else, are temporary and that they do not define your future. Instead of being overwhelmed by feelings of hopelessness, resilient people use their emotions as fuel to drive them toward their goals. You see, resilience also involves perspective. When faced with challenges, it is easy to get caught up in the negativity and the difficulties of the moment. Resilient people, however, have the ability to step back and see the bigger picture. They understand that their current circumstances do not define them, and they maintain a long-term vision of where they want to go. They need a perspective that provides empathy, generosity, and a deep sense of humanity for the people in their lives. In order, this ability to see beyond the immediate setback allows them to keep moving forward with purpose and determination rather than becoming discouraged by temporary hardships. End on Facebook. Speech. Another key component of resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is vital for overcoming challenges. Sometimes the original plan will no longer be viable, or external factors will alter the course of action. Resilient individuals understand that flexibility is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It's not about sticking rigidly to one approach, but of strength. It's not about sticking rigidly to one approach, but of strength. It's not about sticking rigidly to one approach. Adaptability allows you to respond to change with creativity and resourcefulness, turning potential roadblocks into opportunities for growth. Resilience is also deeply connected to perseverance. The road to success is rarely smooth. There will be times when progress seems slow or when the effort required feels too great. However, resilience is the ability to keep going, even when the end seems far away. Perseverance is the quiet determination to continue taking the next step, even when you can't see the entire path ahead. It's about understanding that progress is often incremental and that small, consistent actions can lead to significant results over time. Resilient people know that every setback is temporary and that the effort they put in now will pay off in the future. Every day makes me excited to wake up. This is the reason I love and prevention by television. That resilience is often associated with personal strength. It is also deeply connected to support systems. No one becomes resilient alone. The most resilient individuals understand the importance of surrounding themselves with people who encourage, support, and uplift them. These people may include family, friends, mentors, or colleagues who provide the emotional strength, advice, and encouragement necessary to face tough times. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything by yourself. It means being strong enough to lean on others when you need to. It's about knowing that reaching out for support is not a weakness, but a key part of building your resilience. Part of being resilient is also understanding that setbacks do not define your future. Life is full of ups and downs, and not everything will go as planned. But resilience teaches you that the setbacks, failures, and mistakes you encounter along the way are not permanent. They are simply temporary obstacles that you can learn from and grow through. Each challenge you face adds to your experience and strength, shaping you into someone better prepared for future success. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about becoming better equipped to handle them. Another important aspect of resilience is the ability to find purpose and meaning in adversity. When facing difficult circumstances, it can be easy to lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. But resilient individuals find meaning even in hardship. They understand that challenges can be opportunities to learn and grow, and that overcoming obstacles builds character and strength. When you see adversity as an opportunity for growth, you are more likely to push through it with determination and optimism. Resilience also requires a healthy balance of self-care. In the midst of challenges, it is important to maintain your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Self-care is not a luxury. It is an essential practice that allows you to maintain the energy and strength necessary to persevere. Taking care of your body through proper nutrition, exercise, and rest, and nurturing your mind through activities that promote relaxation and mental clarity are vital to building and maintaining resilience. By caring for yourself, you ensure that you have the resources to face life's challenges head-on. Resilience is about more than just bouncing back from adversity. It is about transforming yourself through adversity. It's about coming out of hardship not as the same person, but as someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. Each obstacle you face is an opportunity to refine your resilience, to test your limits, and to prove to yourself just how capable you are. In life, you will face setbacks. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when obstacles seem too big to overcome, and when you feel like giving up. But with resilience, you have the ability to rise above any challenge. You have the strength to keep going when others might quit. And in doing so, you will find not only the success you seek, but the growth and transformation that comes from persevering through life's toughest moments. Resilience is not about being unaffected by adversity. It's about learning how to use that adversity as fuel to push yourself further. When you cultivate resilience, you unlock the ability to not only overcome challenges, but to thrive in the face of them. Vision beyond the present is the ability to see beyond the immediate circumstances, challenges, and setbacks, and to focus on the bigger picture, the long-term goals, and the future you are creating. It is the ability to look past the present moment, with all of its uncertainties and limitations, and envision the possibilities that lie ahead. This type of vision is not merely about having dreams or aspirations. It is about having a clear, focused direction for your life, understanding where you want to go, and taking deliberate steps to get there, no matter how long it might take. One of the fundamental aspects of vision beyond the present is the ability to think in terms of possibility rather than limitation. In our day-to-day lives, it's easy to become consumed by the challenges we face right now, the immediate tasks, the small hurdles, the distractions. These can often feel overwhelming and can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to see the larger trajectory of our lives. However, when you develop a vision beyond the present, you are able to step back and view your life from a broader perspective. You understand that the difficulties you face today are temporary and that they do not define who you are or limit your future potential. Having a vision beyond the present requires an understanding of the bigger picture of your life. It's about knowing what you ultimately want to achieve and understanding that the path to that achievement may not always be clear. The road may be winding, and you may face detours and obstacles along the way. But with a vision beyond the present, you are able to see through the fog of uncertainty and remain focused on your end goal. This vision provides you with a compass, guiding you through the challenges and distractions that may come your way. People with vision beyond the present are often future-oriented and goal-driven. They don't simply react to life circumstances. They actively create the life they want to live. They set goals that are aligned with their long-term vision and take consistent action to achieve them. Having a clear vision allows you to prioritize what is truly important and to focus your energy on the things that will bring you closer to your goals. Take action. It helps you say no to distractions and unnecessary diversions because you are able to see that they do not align with the bigger picture you have for your life. Vision beyond the present also requires a deep sense of purpose. It is not enough to just have goals. You must also have a strong why behind those goals. Your purpose is the driving force that sustains you during the tough times, when the journey feels long and the obstacles seem insurmountable. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are able to stay focused on your vision, even when things are not going as planned. Your purpose becomes the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even in the face of adversity.